Well, it's finally happened. After 3 long years, we finally got a name for Breath of the Wild sequel, Tears of the Kingdom. Not only that, but we got over 1.5 minutes of new footage showing off some rather interesting things. I know that I'm a few days late to the party by the time this video goes up because the trailer came out on Wednesday of September 15th. But I figured it wouldn't hurt to analyze the new trailer myself and point out some things that I found really cool. And if you guys like this video, then maybe I'll try my hand at making some other Zelda theory videos. But enough of my rambling, let's start the trailer. The trailer starts with a strange stone carving. If you listen carefully, you can hear the faint sound of crackling fire, and you can see the embers of the fire flying in front of the carving. It's possible that Link, Zelda, or someone else entirely has built a fire nearby, or they're holding up a torch to view the carving, like how we see Zelda doing in the first trailer. While the carving is the main focus of this shot, I'm gonna come back to it in a second. Our next shot shows a carving depicting moblins and bokoblins advancing on what appears to be a wave of malice. On the left side, we can see people. Each of them appear to be wearing robes and holding a sword and a shield. The shields have some kind of symbol on them. Perhaps this is the symbol of the tribe or the kingdom they fight for? While there are some people standing in the malice, there are 2 who appear to be lying dead on the floor. Our third shot fully shows the mysterious figure from before. They're standing on a platform high in the sky, as evidenced by the clouds near the top of the carving. While they don't appear to be at first, it seems like they're human, as we can see a pair of human-like arms outstretched to their sides. The figure has what appears to be long flowing hair, large pointed ears, and eyes with 3 eyelashes. Interestingly, their eyes resemble the symbol of the Sheikah tribe, though it's missing the signature tear. Around them are 7 Magatama-shaped objects that personally remind me of the Amber relics from Skyward Sword. It's possible that these are meant to represent the 7 sages, since there are, 7 of them. Though it's honestly impossible to tell as of right now. The next shot shows a figure levitating in the air, with what appears to be malice creeping up towards them. Judging by their long flowing hair, pointed ears, and their dress, I believe that this is supposed to be Zelda in her goddess dress. This is further confirmed by the next shot, which shows the same figure cupping hands with someone we can't see. However, if this figure is Zelda, then why does she have long hair? In both the 2019 trailer and the 2021 trailer, we see that Zelda has cut her hair short. Fortunately, this has a rather simple explanation. This isn't our Zelda. These carvings could be depicting an incarnation of Zelda from ages ago. Perhaps this is even the Zelda depicted in the Calamity Ganon tapestry that we see in Breath of the Wild. Next, we see Link pushing open a set of large stone doors, revealing what appears to be a large shrine on one of the various Sky Islands shown in the 2021 trailer. Interestingly, these doors show a pair of dragons that make a ring. These dragons are identical to the statues found throughout the Faron region in Breath of the Wild, which means that the architecture on the Sky Islands is undoubtedly the work of the Zonai tribe, a group of barbarian-like warriors who mysteriously disappeared thousands of years before the events of Breath of the Wild. Ever since the first trailer, people have theorized that they'd be playing a large role in the sequel, and this all but confirms it. The scene then cuts to show Link running across one of the islands, wearing the same outfit he was wearing in the 2019 trailer. His right hand still appears to be charred black from his run-in with the Malice in the second trailer. Interestingly, he appears to have something on his waist where he kept the Sheikah Slate in Breath of the Wild. They appear to be small containers carrying some kind of blue-green energy. The color looks remarkably similar to the color of luminous stones, which are believed to house the souls of the dead. Something else noteworthy is the fact that the Master Sword is nowhere in sight. Link was holding it when he was attacked by Malice in the second trailer, and in the video that announced the game's delay to 2023, we saw that although the Master Sword was badly damaged, Link still had it. Maybe this shot takes place before Link rediscovers the Master Sword in its broken state. Link then proceeds to dive off the edge of the Sky Island, and we see him change exactly how he's falling. This was hinted at in some patents that Nintendo filed last December, so it's awesome to finally see this mechanic in-game. Next, we see Link in the Faron region jumping onto a block that appears to have fallen from the Sky Islands. As he does, we see the block shoot up into the sky. This is undoubtedly the time reversal mechanic that was showcased in the second trailer. However, if you pay very close attention to the video, You may notice that there's what appears to be a cave behind Link. The area in Faron where this shot takes place exists within Breath of the Wild, but there's no cave in the wall in that game. It's possible that the various earthquakes caused by Ganondorf raising Hyrule Castle into the sky may have opened some long hidden networks of subterranean tunnels. If this is the case, then I genuinely hope that means we'll be getting underground exploration. To my knowledge, this next part hasn't been mentioned by anyone yet. As Link is riding the block up into the sky, a strange creature can be seen flying by. At first, I thought this was a bird of some kind, but upon closer inspection, this isn't anything we've seen in Breath of the Wild. The creature has webbed wings and a long tail. It almost looks like a small dragon of some kind. Next, we see Link climbing up a tree root on the side of one of the Sky Islands. He's wearing the strange tunic that we saw him wearing in the second trailer, and he's carrying some kind of axe that appears to be made out of bone and rock. It's possible that Link will be unable to climb the sides of the islands, just like how he was unable to climb the walls in the Sheikah shrines. Link is then seen falling through the skies above Hyrule. In the background, we can see Hyrule Castle being held up by the Malice coming from deep below the earth, but we can also see Malice erupting from Death Mountain. Maybe there's going to be some kind of dungeon there? As Link falls a bit more, he lands on a large stone bird that appears to be Zonai made. On the ground, we can see a glowing carving of what appears to be the same mysterious figure from earlier in the trailer. The trailer then ends with two green Zonai dragons coming together to form the game's logo and reveal the subtitle, Tears of the Kingdom. What's interesting about these two dragons is that they bear a striking resemblance to an Ouroboros. For those who don't know, an Ouroboros is an ancient alchemical symbol that depicts a snake or a dragon in a circle eating its own tail. This bit by itself is fascinating, but what makes this even more interesting is the symbol's meaning: the endless cycle of life, death, and rebirth. This should undoubtedly set off a lot of alarm bells for those who are familiar with Skyward Sword and Demise's curse. Upon defeating Demise, the final boss of that game, he says the following, quote, "My hate never perishes. It is born anew in a cycle with no end. I will rise again. Those like you, those who share the blood of the goddess and the spirit of the hero, they are eternally bound to this curse. An incarnation of my hatred shall ever follow your kind, dooming them to wander a blood-soaked sea of darkness for all time." This could very well mean that this game will delve deeper into that endless cycle, and perhaps even focus on finding a way to finally put an end to the endless bloodshed. The final shot of the trailer is the carving that appears behind the title of the game. If you look very closely, you can see that it's the full version of the carving where Princess Zelda is cupping hands with an unknown figure, who is now revealed to be the mysterious individual from earlier in the trailer. If I had to guess who this figure is, I think that it's either the identity of the green hand that was sealing Ganondorf in the first trailer, or the goddess Hylia. And with that, we've reached the end of the trailer. This was a lot of fun to make, and I'd love to make more videos like this. I've always been a huge fan of Zelda theory channels like Zeltic and Nintendo Black Crisis and Monster Maze. I could honestly go on because there's a lot of them that I subscribe to. So being able to make stuff like they do is honestly super cool. I do have a really interesting theory about how Breath of the Wild exists at the end of all the timelines, so if you would like to see me make a video on that, then be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel to see it when it comes out. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and I'll be sure to see you guys in the next video. See ya!